Fans, welcome to Zions Bank Stadium.
A glorious morning in Harriman, Utah. Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium. Beautiful, perfect conditions for the final day of MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate, the 8th match day of the competition, and we're wrapping it up with 4 championship finals on this Super Soccer Sunday. Kicking things off in the U17 Academy Division, which will see Rochester, New York FC against Sporting City to determine who goes home with the trophy here at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. As we take a look at the brackets and the pathway for each of these teams as they fought their way through the round of 32 on to Championship Sunday here this morning. Time to take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll begin with Rochester, New York FC, as they line up in a 3-box-3. A little bit of an unorthodox formation from what we've seen so far in the tournament from most of the teams. They're hoping that that can be a little wrinkle that will serve them well in the championship here this morning. Meanwhile, for Sporting City, the 4-3-3, as they've been barnstorming their way through 6 goals in their opener in the round of 32. And a 2-0 victory over Players Development Academy on Friday in the semifinals. Look for Porter Allen to lead the way. He has been absolutely on fire, starting the tournament off with 4 goals to his lonesome and not stopping from there. kickoff in the U17 Academy Division Final. It's MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Sporting City in the blue, Rochester, New York FC in the green and white stripes. Sporting City from right to left in this first half. It is a picture-perfect morning here in Harriman, Utah. Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium along with Jalil Alibaba. I am Carter Augustine. We thank you for watching all week long here on Match Day 8, the first of our 4 title-deciding matchups on this beautiful morning, and already a free kick for Sporting City that they're going to wrap towards the penalty spot. Well defended by Rochester. Well, it's giving it away just outside their area. And Porter Allen gets the cross into the edge of the 6. Little back heel, trying to flick it on, still alive. And a save made by Wolfgang Drake. Good start for Sporting City.
Very good start. Talk about the picturesque elements here. This is a perfect morning, and that is a perfect start here. Stepping up high, off the rebound, off the set piece. This is exactly what you want. You want to be the aggressor early on in the match to set the tone.
Quickly, we're back onto the ball, Sporting City, from that ensuing goal kick. They have a throw-in on the far side. A minute gone. A crisp, cool morning here in Harriman, Utah, after we saw rain and wind throughout the day yesterday. Back to the sunshine that we've been enjoying all week long here in the Salt Lake City area. Rochester trying to make inroads down the left. Good pressure from Sporting City as they keep it in the attacking half here in these opening 90 seconds. Across to Henry Marion, and now checking to is Nicholas Natsvaladze. Sporting City enjoying these opening moments of a championship final. Jalil, what are these young men thinking about? They've already been through 4 matches to earn their ticket to the championship. These early moments of a final with the trophy on the line, what's going through the minds?
Yeah, there's always a little bit of nerves early on in the match, but those nerves typically translate into wanting to be aggressive, and you get straight into your competitive spirit. We're already seeing that down on the pitch. You're also going to be looking at the difference in formations and where you can exploit space. Sporting City has already figured out here that when there's a 3-back system, there typically is space in behind those wing backs and on the sides of the wide center backs. They're looking to prod and prob, and they're finding joy early on.
Swinging from left to right, the cross comes in, well defended by Rochester, but Dallas Campbell, the captain, will be back on the ball in the center circle. An interception to win it back for the dark blue of Sporting City. Little stutter step. Porter Allen gets beyond the first defender. Little deflection on his attempt to get by the second. He's off to the races. And over on the cover is Jaden Allen. Yep. Four goals in their opening match. A poker for Porter Allen. And he hasn't looked back. He scored in every of their 4 games in the tournament, including a brace in the semifinals where they won 2-0 over Players Development Academy on Friday. 8 goals in 4 games for the number 31 in blue. He's already looking a threat here early on for Sporting City.
Yeah, looking bright, finding some good space that near left-hand side here. And what I like about how Sporting City is going about this is they're going to the same well that has produced some fruit for them early on. I really like that. If you have a winger that is doing well throughout the course of a tournament and has started a match well, you continue to let them do what they do. If I'm Sporting City, I'm going to keep going to this left-hand side until Rochester has any answers for Porter Allen.
Speaking of do what they do, Dallas Campbell again stepping in to intercept, as Rochester haven't really been able to get out of their own half here in the opening 4 minutes. Free kick to come for Sporting City. Referee having a chat with the Rochester man, Brock Stephanie. Natsvaladze puts the ball back in play. Campbell. Back it goes to Luis Cruz. And it's been all Sporting so far. Campbell making the run in behind. That's where the ball goes. Edge of the area, well read by Wolfgang Drake. Sporting step up the pressure just outside the area, but the offside flag comes up, and it will be a free kick. Got the tackle high up the pitch, but trying to play it into the man who made the tackle. He was still in that little bit of an offside position.
Yeah, Carter, that's good high press there from Sporting. They're definitely the aggressors. I don't mind the fact that Rochester is still trying to play out of the back, though, when the high press presents itself. Because once you settle into the match, if you stay brave on the ball, you're able to break down the press. You can find joy through the midfield and then get out on the break. Here early on in this match, what Rochester is going to need to do is find a way to get on the ball, prevent the momentum that we're seeing from Sporting, because Sporting is definitely on the front foot.
Jesus Enriquez able to spin into Allen. It goes. That's a bright first touch inside the defender. Good recovery challenge, though. Troy Hawley just clearing it anywhere will do at the moment for Rochester. They have been slow starters in the tournament, Rochester. They gave up goals inside 3 minutes in 2 of their 4 games. Take a look at their tournament results thus far. A 4-1 opener against Elk Grove. They were off and running in the round of 32 on Sunday. Then they conceded in the 3rd minute against Sporting Springfields. So they already have a Sporting scalp on their hands in the tournament, as they were able to overturn Springfield 2-1 in the round of 16, a 1-0 over 1FC in the quarterfinals, and then on Friday, the semifinals, another game in which they conceded in the 3rd minute, but they came from behind against Southern Soccer Academy 2-2 and on to the final via penalties. They do have some prior history of coming out the gates a little slow, but able to recover and work their way through this knockout round tournament.
Yeah, we all know football is a game of momentum. You're never completely dominating a game for its entirety. You have to go with what the game presents itself. Sometimes you're defending in the early stages, wave after wave, as Rochester has been, but in the 8th minute here, we're seeing they're finally getting their foot on the ball, being able to move it side to side, and if they're able to get a chance or two, then the momentum will completely shift in their favor.
Yeah, withstood that early pressure. Now what can the green and white do in the attack? Low cross in, well cut out at the near by Cooper Thomas. Sporting looking long for Bryden Liam. Let's work back into the feet of Drake. Hawley, carry it forward. One touch pass, nicely done. Popped over to Halpin on the near side. One of the captains for this Rochester side. This is well worked for Brock Stephanie. When Dallas Campbell can intercept on the edge of his area. How many times has he already recovered the ball for Sporting City? As they were off and running last Sunday, a 6-2 demolition of Oaks FC in the round of 32, followed up with a tight one, 3-2 over Sparta United Soccer. They scored in the 87th minute as that one went back and forth in the round of 16 on Monday. 3-3, another thriller, another game which they had a late goal, a late equalizer in the quarterfinals on Wednesday. Now this ball over the top is a testing one. It's Angel Lara in behind. Down he goes. It's reaching for the back pocket. The referee, a red card inside 10 minutes. Rochester reduced to 10. Long ball over the top. Angel Lara was off and running, and Sporting City will have a man advantage for 80+ minutes in the final.
Yeah, and this ball over the top here creates a lot of problems there. You can see them. Yeah, it's a tight one, but sometimes you get your hands caught in the cookie jar. Ooh, in the end, Carter, I'm not sure there's a whole lot of contact in it, but it's a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Attacker in front of the defenseman there. Man, this is going to be a tough hill for Rochester to climb.
Owen Campisi sent off from the free kick. It's just wide. Not a bad effort trying to pick out that bottom corner at the back post. Nicholas Natsvalazzi coming so close to doubling the punishment there for Rochester. perhaps some Arsenal fans looking on might see some similarities to a non-call in the Champions League final yesterday. And well, he had his face in his hand. He's still shaking his head. He can't believe it, Owen Campisi, as he got his marching orders, and now Rochester with 10 for the remainder of the match.
You have to feel bad for Owen Campisi. Just trying to recover there. Arms and shoulders get a little bit tangled. He'll feel hard done for sure.
Out of the green and white responds. A huge moment early on in this U17 Academy Division Championship match. Bursting through the heart of the midfield is Lucas Carriola. And William Bajkowski able to get it clear. Loose ball, helping onto it. First challenge from Liam. Campbell picking up the pieces. Back pass a little off the mark. That's a clever take. Stephanie. He has to do a lot now. The man leading the line for Rochester, New York. He's going to chase this one towards the end line. Great energy. Did keep it in play. He'll need the energy here throughout the remainder of the match.
Yeah, he definitely will. So Rochester now goes down a man against a Sporting team that has been already presenting a lot of problems for them. What is going to be crucial is for them to maintain possession when they have it. If they try to play in an open-ended fashion, it's not going to benefit them because they're going to have to play 80 minutes or so plus stoppage time on both the first and second half with the man down, unless something happens on the other side of the line. So when that happens, you have to be able to pace yourself on the ball and make the other team work. If when you turn over Sporting, you go for quick attacks, it's going to be risky, of course, but most importantly, it's going to be a fast track to losing energy.
Looking for the run of Allen. Keeps it in. And then he didn't. Just rolled over the end line. Goal kick for Rochester.
Hey, let's play.
Well, that huge moment in the match came when we were trying to illustrate the pathway that Sporting City took to the championship match. It was 3-3 in the quarterfinals, where they defeated Syracuse Development Academy on pens in Wednesday's action, and then on to the semifinal on Friday, 2-0 over Players Development Academy. Both goals scored by that man, Porter Allen. He's now moving forward, Bryce Wolf, strong. Shove off a defender, and he'll make his way down the right inside channel. Ooh, slide tackle comes over. Luis Cruz not pulling out of that one. Timed it well in the eyes of the referee.
Excellently timed challenge. Doesn't time that well, he's probably going into the book. I like that aggression.
Now a 50-50 won by Enriquez. Good recovery though from Hawley. Stephanie looking for options. Wolf, one man available. Allen back to Campbell. Well, we spoke about how to Rochester respond, but of course on the flip side of the coin, Sporting City know they've got a man up for the remainder of this match. How do they make that man advantage pay off?
I think they just continue on what they're doing, and eventually they'll continue to find more joy, which you would like to think would lead into more clear-cut chances. They've started off the game bright, and of course when you go up a man, you can lull yourself into thinking that, okay, the rest is going to be easy, but we're not seeing that down there on the pitch from Sporting. They continue to push the issue, but this right here is better from Rochester. If they're able to maintain longer spells of possession and force Sporting to work off of the ball, sometimes it doesn't even feel like you're playing a man down if you let the ball work for you.
That's what they're doing right now. Jacob Fisher fires it over to the far side on a long-range effort, just floating over the bar in the end, but well worked from back to front from the 10 men of Rochester.
Yeah, good spell of possession, getting a half chance at the top of the box, letting it rip. I like that.
Carriola got the shot away for the green and whites. And there is a long way to go. Quarter of an hour gone. Sending off inside 10 minutes for Rochester. Watching MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Still 0-0. Sometimes you see a sending off actually kind of galvanizes the team with the 10 men. Can they come together here in the final as Allen looks for room, and that's the first shot in anger from Porter Allen as he will recalibrate his sights. Certainly in the hunt for the golden boot in this U17 Academy division. Enriquez flying into the challenge, and he's called for the foul. Free kick to come for Rochester. Trying to play out of the back, and it's just a little bit lackadaisical from Drake. Quickly closed down by Liam.
Yeah, it's good high press, and we've seen that a few times now from Sporting. Even before they went a man up, they were stepping their numbers high, picking off Rochester and, you know, creating problems. They're going to look to do that, as is Rochester. They're going to look to stay with what they do, play out of the back, maintain possession, and I have time for it, because, again, if you play a more route one style when you're a man down, it's going to lead to you defending wave after wave here. So if they're able to stay resolute in their ability to try to build out, yes, that one doesn't go their way, but they maintain that and find joy to be able to break the press of Sporting, that's actually the way to go, but it's more difficult and takes more bravery.
The width of the pitch could be a friend for Sporting City as they switch from right to left, and back again it goes to the right-hand side. Looks like that's been the communication from the coaching staff as they go from sideline to sideline here, trying to stretch apart the 10 men of Rochester. Cruz for Enriquez. Disguised that well. Into the feet for Campbell. Showed too much of it to Carriola. Did well to recover, and that's a lovely little nutmeg from Campbell as he feeds it in behind. The offside flag is up. The goal won't count. Dallas Campbell. A little bit of magic from the Sporting City captain. It was Bryden Liam who put it in the back of the net, but just from an offside position.
Yeah, I really like this here from Campbell, able to progress into the attacking third, gets his head up and understands exactly where Liam is. Slips it in. That's a good ball and a very good finish. The timing there is just off by maybe a step or a half second. You also have to give Rochester's back line a lot of credit for being able to stay in a cohesive unit there. That is good defensive discipline.
Well, of course, they lost one of their back three due to the red card, but still able to keep that line. Looked like the assistant was in a good position and got that call just about right. Loose touch from the throw, picked off by Liam. Campbell was blocked off his toe to try to float that ball in behind. Drake.
That's a good ball.
And a great take on the shoulder. Fighting for it is Halpin. He felt he was fouled. And the call does come eventually. Nice bit of distribution from Drake there. And Halpin strong enough to stand in front and earn the free kick.
Yeah, those
for
are
his side. No, I beg your pardon. Throw in. Sorry, Jalil.
Oh, I thought it was a foul as well. Those are the types of plays, though, that you need when you're a man down. Gonna have to rely on Wolfgang Drake, the goalkeeper, and his distribution. Sometimes he may step into a advanced position like that to try to play diagonal balls. No harm, no foul to go out for a goal kick here. But you're gonna have to look to spread out the field when you can. And again, they've done a solid job to this point in time to still look for good angles to be able to build out.
You see the sweat glistening on the back of the net there for Bryden Liam. He's been working hard, and that's a reminder as when they try and build out, he can close down the ground quickly. Back heel, that's clever. Enriquez now into the area, cutting it. And it's towards the near post in the end. Drake with an easy save.
Like that back heel there to release Enriquez, but Wolfgang Drake does a good job to make sure that he doesn't give a rebound there.
63 degrees this beautiful morning. Hardly a cloud in the sky overhead here at Zions Bank Stadium, Harriman, Utah. It's about a half-hour drive from Salt Lake City. It's such a beautiful backdrop for these championship finals at MLS Next Cup. Now it's Velaggi to the far side. Enriquez making the run. Nicely done as he trapped it onto the turf on the first time. Now it's into a danger area. Picked up well, just into the area. Moving is Marion. And they circle the wagons in time, Rochester. They might have to soak up wave after wave. As Enriquez gets the cross away, Liam looking for the knockdown header, only finds the goalkeeper.
That's a good ball to release pressure.
Back to the goalkeeper. And now a bit of a worry for Rochester. Their worries will be assuaged, as that's a foul and a critical free kick picked up by Chase Paddock. Allen intercepted on the halfway line. Cruz now. Marion back to Cruz. Biding their time here, patience on the ball with this man advantage. Enriquez slipping on it. That could send Rochester up the other end. Did well to recover. Looking for Allen. In the way was Halpin. Down the channel, Stephanie. It's 1-on-2. Waiting for reinforcement. Stephanie gets it into the area. Well cultivated there from Rochester. Blocked at the near post. But they manufacture a corner kick. It's the first of the match. The 10 men of Rochester. An opportunity from a set piece.
It's very well done from Rochester. This is very good patience here from Brock Stephanie. Sizes up the defense, looks and sees that he doesn't quite have help initially, and then he waits in for Carriola to advance in. First corner.
Outswinger towards the penalty spot. It goes all the way through. That's a dangerous ball from the corner kick. Unable to clear Sporting City. It'll go back towards the near side. There's a man down. And you see the frustration for Rochester, but it does appear perhaps to be a head injury. The referee couldn't quite be sure. It's Dallas Campbell who is down, and the play is stopped.
Good service into the mixer from Stephanie. Rochester attackers crashing in on it. And you just hope that first and foremost the player is okay, and then when you look at overall what the referee was going for there, whether it was a potential head injury that the refereeing crew thought was the problem, or the simple fact that another wave of an attack was going to come in with bodies crashing in. You don't want a player laying down on the turf surface. You can create a lot of issues, so I don't mind the stoppage of play.
You saw there, he got his feet taken out from underneath him, unable to brace for the fall, and it's a painful fall on this turf. Of course, no intent from any of the players, just an awkward coming together after that tantalizing ball in from the corner, and it, of course, will be one of the opportunities for Rochester set pieces when they're down to 10 men. be a drop ball following the referee's decision to see to the injured Dallas Campbell. He looks like he's going to be okay to continue, but he is off the pitch. And at least for the moment, it's 10 against 10. Being held by the fourth official as he waits to restore full strength for Sporting. Rotated around for Hawley. Halpin. In for Fisher. Searching pass in behind, and it was read just about perfectly by Thomas. A bouncing ball. Managed to deal with the danger.
Yeah, Cooper Thomas is able to make that play via positioning. He's in a good spot. He's pretty calm. How often, Carter, do we see an outside back just ball watching, doesn't have a reference of the space or the man? They get caught up by plays like that. Well done from Cooper Thomas to make a simple play there, but he makes it simple because of where he is on the pitch. Now for Sporting, they were the aggressors early on, and the game's lulled off a little bit because Rochester's shown that it's going to be much more difficult than Sporting thought to be able to find space and get clear-cut opportunities. They've shifted into a back four after the red card, which is paying dividends for them, and then they're able to still rely on their ethos to build out of the back. Playing the ball, getting their foot on the ball, ironically, has allowed them to play themselves back into this match.
Dallas Campbell is back on. They are back to full strength, but that didn't stop a foul in the center circle. Nicholas Natsvalachi booked first yellow card for Sporting City. It's going to be stood up towards the far side of the 18. Sporting City do well to defend from the initial ball in. Perhaps second phase of the set piece to come. Rochester moving back into their own half. And all the way back to the goalkeeper. Campbell's going to give chase. Rushing Drake into the clearance. Stepping forward was Marion, and now Marion chip over the top. Somewhat in between two teammates. And all the way through to Drake. Clubs from around the United States converging on Utah over the past 8 days for this MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Again, it's Liam applying the pressure. Alpin just hacking it clear. Got Rochester, of course, representing New York in the final. Sporting City out of Kansas City. That will be a foul. Free kick for Rochester, as it was the green and whites who got to the loose ball first. Jacob Fisher drawing the foul. Not too surprising to see Rochester become a bit pragmatic here down a man and just a step into the attacking half. They're going to send everybody forward. Testing ball in. And it was a head onto it from a Rochester man, but it pops up in the sky for Bennett McClure. Beautifully done to switch to the near side. Allen's got chalk on his boots. Can't find the feet of Enriquez. Now Allen barging through the back. It's going to be a yellow card on Porter Allen.
Calling it very tight throughout the course of this match, but consistent, so I don't have any issue with it. 3 players in the book for Sporting, one obviously having to make way. And Owen Campisi, it's been a game where I have a lot of respect for the way that Rochester's gone about this, Carter. They go down a man early in the match. They'll feel hard done by it, but in the end, they've gotten on with it. They haven't hung their heads. They haven't sulked. They made the changes that they needed to tactically, gone into a 4, and it's made them resolute in their defending. That is the first thing that you always are looking to do when you lose a man, especially a defenseman. And then what they've been able to do is they've actually been able to calm the game down from a possession standpoint. Solid ball into the channel here. Can they get help?
Cariola peeling towards the near side. He's got 2 defenders in close attendance. And he felt he had earned a throw for Rochester. Instead, it's been given the other way. Back it goes to Bennett McClure. And now Cruz up for Marion. Allen will have to be careful on a yellow. Something for Sporting City and their coaches to think about. 2 players on those yellow cards. They don't want to get reduced to 10 as well. Half an hour gone. 0-0 in this U17 Academy final. Liam back to goal. Sliding into Marion. Hopeful ball forward. The hopes of away from the goalkeeper answered by the defender Paddock. And that's a good bit of hold-up play along the far side, inviting more green and white shirts forward. Switches on for Halpin. No backtrack with Hawley.
Yeah, this is good patience from Rochester.
Feeling wide, Fisher. Cariola. Stabbed away from his feet. Liam was onto it. That's a bit loose. And Rochester able to stay in the attacking half. Allen. And Hawley curling it over towards Paddock. Fisher now looking for Bryce Wolf in a pocket of space. And that'll be frustrating for Rochester as they were on the ball for a bit there. The 10 men making Sporting City work. We're headed towards the final 10 minutes of normal time here at the end of the first half. Confidence, the last man back. That's not Svalazzi. And now Campbell keeps it ticking towards the far side. Looking for the run down that right inside channel. Sliding in was Paddock. And it goes the sideline side of the corner flag. Throw in to come for Sporting.
It's well done there from Chase Paddock to read the play, drop in, and then bump it out of bounds. No harm, no foul.
Hey guys, we're playing.
Throw in along the corner flag. Liam found space for the cross, but straight at Drake. Hawley was trusting Wolf there, 2 in blue draped all over him. That's a giveaway from the goalkeeper, but just slipping pass on Hilada. Looking for Allen, who went for the spectacular. They're asking for a foul play on, and now onto it was Campbell. Well saved by Drake. Corner to come for Sporting City. Dallas Campbell onto the loose ball in a flash.
Drake a little bit frustrated with himself because he gave up possession when he didn't need to, but I like this here from Campbell. The captain just gets it out of his feet and has a strike with his left foot. It's a good parry in the end of the day. That's why he throws his hands up, Drake, is because right before the play that led to the corner kick, gave up the possession there, but he's happy and poised to be able to make the save to keep his team in it. Noah
Morano checking in for Finn Halpin. Corner kick for Sporting City. Towering defensive header there from Jaden Allen, right on the edge of his 6-yard box, and his header clears everything for a throw. So the first sub coming from Rochester. Noah Morano in. He did start the first 2 matches of the tournament. Used as a sub ever since. Here he is looking to defend on the near side against Porter Allen. Allen finds room for the cross. Flick header doesn't clear the danger. Campbell trying to let it run across. Campbell in a shooting position, and he drags his shot wide.
Campbell's hungry for a goal, but it's not going to be easy because Rochester puts a lot of numbers behind the ball. They defend well in the box. Drake is a good shot stopper as well. So what I'm going to be intently looking at here is how do they continue to defend in and around the top of the box, Rochester?
Campbell's got his fingerprints all over this game. That cross too close to the goalkeeper. High into the morning sky, and it's back spinning. This will be tough to judge. Over the shoulder, Carriola did well. It's picked back up by Sporting City. Room for Marion. He's looking for Allen. Allen, step over to the end line. Low cross. On the 6, cut out. Tried to prevent a corner, but Allen was bearing down, and in the end, a corner is given away. It's Sporting City with another opportunity. Near side corner kick. Here's a look at the beautiful backdrop. Of course, these players can't quite enjoy it as we can. Full focus on trying to win a championship. Corner kick to come. Curling a dangerous ball to the back stick, just fingers from the goalkeeper who's out, and it's smashed through traffic and in. Sporting City take the lead. It's Bryden Liam, the man of the hour. He picked up the loose change and he smashed it through. Sporting City 1, Rochester 0.
Carter, we talk about the importance of set pieces all the time. Why? Because they're so difficult to defend. And then they typically create second opportunities there. And Bryden Liam does a very good job to keep himself alive on the back post, sets his feet. Watch here how he resets his feet after the first touch. It allows him to swing his left foot straight through it, back into the mixer there. Finds a lot of joy, takes his team up 1-0 in just the 37th minute.
Well, they held on for about 30 minutes down a man, Rochester. But through a corner kick, Sporting City finally find the breakthrough. Second goal of the tournament for Liam. He scored in that wild quarterfinal on Wednesday against Syracuse Development Academy. And now subs coming in for Sporting City.
Sporting City goal scored by number 19, Bryden Liam.
Confirmation of the man who puts Sporting City in front in the final.
Substitutions for Sporting City, leaving the match number 21 and number 17. Entering the match number 27 and number 10.
Allen finds the cross. Liam! So close to a quick fire double. How on earth did Porter Allen dig out the cross and create such a dangerous moment? And then Bryden Liam flicking that header on. Goalkeeper retreating, able to keep it out.
Yeah, very good technique from Liam on the header. Drake's able to get certain hands to it and then corrals it eventually. Rochester getting another corner kick here. Still really like what I'm seeing from Rochester. They're staying in this game here. Of course, it's very difficult when you go a man down early, but they've done a good job to be able to create corner kicks and sustain possession at times.
A couple of players checked in for Sporting City. Robert Fratman, one of them, as it's a corner for Rochester. Cast away at the near post. Second opportunity to put some service in. Liam calmly plucks it out of the sky, but a bit too calm as he was looking for a glorious outball. Instead, it's Rochester. It's a rip from range. Batted down by McClure. A whole host of subs coming in. Ahias Nunez. Mentioned Robert Fratman. He's the youngest player of the team, the one of the 2010s with this 2009 bunch. And Tomas Navas also checking in for Sporting City. So we're into the final 5 minutes of normal time here at the end of the first half. Cruz for Navas. Allen. He's got Enriquez flying down the left-hand side. Enriquez, left-footed cross, floating towards the back post. Touch to it from the goalkeeper. Should be a corner. It is. And ahead of the corner kick, it's another whole host of substitutions to come for Sporting City. Will Lombardi. Anthony Ibarra. And so there's Ahias Nunez. I was just a bit premature in calling out the number 3 as he is now entering the pitch. Plenty of fresh legs out for Sporting City ahead of this corner kick. They scored from the corner just a moment ago. It's a crowd at the back post ahead of this right-footed delivery from Jesus Enriquez. High arcing out swinger. Back it goes to Enriquez. And now checking back Lombardi. Cruz. Nunez can turn. Nunez going to get on the overlap. Enriquez cutting infield. And he spots the blue shirts in space along the near side. One of them is Navas. Campbell, eyes up. Stands it up. Enriquez in the area. Comes off his back. And the goalkeeper saunters over. Drake onto it for Rochester. Trying to build through the pressure, Rochester. Jacob Fisher holding off the defender well. Paddock.
I like that from Rochester. I really do. Because what typically happens is team goes down a man and a goal in the first half and they just try to lump it forward and try to get lucky. But you have to be brave enough to try to build out. If you can attract a high press, it can open up space in the midfield, and then you can get your foot on the ball to actually have numerical advantages going forward when you get into the attacking third. This is good stuff from Rochester.
Wolf ducks around a defender. He finds the feet of a teammate. That was Francesco Maniscalco, who's in for Rochester. Back it goes to Wolf. Sporting pounce. Nicely timed that challenge. Now in behind the back shoulder for Fratman. Does well to adjust. But his pass picked off. Retreating Wolf intercepts for Rochester into the final minute of this first 45. Hawley. Quickly away by Drake. Rushing forward was Fratman. Second ball picked up by Rochester. Morano. Man on is the shout. Wolf confident on the ball once again. That's useful. Hawley splitting the seams. There's an arm up on the near side for Morano. Ball won't quite arrive, but he does pick it up on the second time. Good recovery, though. The challenge put in by Navas. And now Enriquez picks up a foul.
Yeah, it's well done from Enriquez there. His team was obviously defending over a longer period of time there. Picks up the ball via an intervention and then draws a foul.
Now on the cusp of halftime, some subs to come in for fresh legs for Rochester. Lars Kovac,
3 subs for Rochester,
Oliver Hook,
leading the match, number 7, number 5, and number 22. Entering the match, number 24,
and Chase Kempa. It's Rochester and Sporting keeping our crew busy here in the first half. Substitutes flowing as we move into a minimum of 2 minutes at the end of the first half. Stoppage time before the break here. The U17 Academy Division Final, MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. Goal from Bryden Liam separating the sides as we approach halftime.
Great first touch.
How about that? Velvety. Bringing it down from on high was Avery Ewell. Well, Maniscalco was a willing runner. His willingness helps Rochester win the ball back. Just too many blue shirts crowding around that time round. Allen sliding in, can't keep it in play. Hawley and Rochester in a hurry. Chase Kempa bursting down the near sideline. Either player pulling out of that in the final, and the challenge is won by Enriquez. A dump towards the corner is going to be too long for Fratman to pick up. Final few seconds as the referee checks the watch. And indeed, it was the final second as the halftime whistle rings out here at Zions Bank Stadium. Sporting City 1, Rochester, New York FC 0. Jalil Anibaba, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, this man right here gets the scoring started here. Does a very good job to find the back of the net. I give Rochester a lot of credit. They go down a man. They resolutely defend it, and they look to get the ball down on the pitch and play. It's going to be a very interesting second half with a very thick plot.
Bryden Liam smashing home from a corner kick is the difference here at halftime as we move to the break with the score. Sporting City 1, Rochester, New York FC 0. You're watching MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate.
A lot of upside, huge ceiling for this young kid.
You're going to like him a lot. His name is Peyton Miller. This is great stuff again. Oh my goodness.
Force away through here. Ball to the back post. It's awkward and it's thrust in towards goal.
From Unionville, Connecticut to stepping on the field in Major League Soccer, Peyton Miller's journey is just getting started.
I'm from Connecticut. I grew up in Unionville. Growing up, I trained a lot with my dad. My dad is mostly the reason for where I am today. When I was like 7, I won a championship for my travel team with my dad as a coach, and I kind of just fell in love with it from there.
As Peyton began to excel as a player, he began receiving attention from multiple clubs.
I started at FSAFC, and then I wanted to excel my game a little bit more, so then I went to Oakwood. And then from there, we played teams like New England Revolution, Philadelphia Union, and then the Revs reached out, and it was my childhood dream to play for the Revs, so it was kind of an easy decision for me to make to come here.
When I arrived at the Revs as a new employee, the staff was telling me about a young man named Peyton Miller. And so right away I went and did as much research as I could, and when I watched him play one time, it was like, wow, this kid is special. Just the way he moved, the way he was working with the ball, the way he looked around naturally. I knew as well as others knew this kid had something inherently in him that we wanted to be around.
Dreams don't come without sacrifice. At just 13, Peyton had to leave his family and friends behind to pursue soccer full-time.
It was hard not being able to be with my parents and not being able to see friends, but it was the sacrifices that I had to make to live this dream. And before that, a year earlier, my parents had to drive 2 hours every single day from Connecticut to Foxborough just so that I can make training, and I'm very grateful for that.
Moving into the Academy's residency program gave Peyton access to top-level training and gave him a platform to continue growing.
And our world structure is everything, because players they're learning so much. There's academics, there's social development, there's physical development, there's goals, there's outside pressures already, there's social media. So what we need to do is we need to provide structure to allow these players to chase their dreams, but chase their dreams with guidelines and helpful. And then when they need a little something extra, we're there for them to help them navigate whatever's in front of them.
By 15, Peyton's hard work paid off. He signed a homegrown contract with the Revolution, and he made his professional debut with Revolution 2 in 2023.
It was against Atlanta. I had a couple good chances, good balls for an assist or a goal maybe. That should have happened, but I was very nervous in the beginning, but as soon as the whistle blew, it kind of just all went away, and all I could feel was just like the adrenaline rush.
Playing against older and stronger players forced Peyton to adapt quickly.
I didn't want the guys like babying me because I was young. I wanted them to tell me how it really was, and they really understood that, and like they weren't afraid to yell at me if I did something wrong, and that's what helped me get to the next level.
His performances that season with Revs 2 opened the door to an opportunity with the first team.
At the end of our season with the second team, they gave me the chance to come train with the first team, and then a little bit previous of that, that's when I signed my homegrown contract. So that was a very big step. You know, the speed of play was crazy when I got to the first team, but I got used to it for a little bit, and then that's when the off season hit, and then that's when I really started to like train, and I came back for the preseason, and I was ready for it.
Soon after came the moment he'd been dreaming of since childhood, his MLS debut at just 16 years old, making him the second youngest player in club history to make his debut.
Interesting debut here. Obviously all the talk about Kevin Sullivan, but Peyton Miller will make his MLS debut, the 16-year-old from Unionville, Connecticut.
My parents made the trip to Philly so they could see me play, and I kind of knew before the game that like this might be the game that I come in, because they told me that week that I'll probably get in that game. But I was nervous stepping to the line, but Caleb just said to me, like, have fun. This is what you love to do. Just go out there and be a kid. And that's what I did. As soon as I stepped on the field, everything just went away, and it was just me on the ball.
For Peyton and his family, it was a moment of pride.
They were all excited. You know, I got a lot of texts from everyone, Instagram stories, all that type of stuff. Everyone just saying that they're proud of me. It was kind of just like a full circle moment, being able to represent the badge and represent my family, my friends, and knowing that all the hard work that I put in, the sacrifices that my parents made, paid off.
4 days later, Peyton would make his full MLS debut against FC Dallas.
Okay, Miller, goal. Bobby Wood! Courtesy of the 16-year-old Miller, the Revs to the lead.
Peyton hasn't just made waves at the club level. He's also become a mainstay in the U.S. youth national team setup, earning call-ups from the U15s through the U23s. He featured in all 4 matches at the 2023 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and later represented the United States at the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup as one of the youngest players on the roster.
As a staff, when Peyton debuted with the 17s and went on, we all have these Slack channels, and his pictures coming up from different players snapping the TV going, there's our friend, there's our teammate, there's our guy, and then other coaches. It was really endearing just to be together. It was because we were actually on the road for a game as an academy staff, and that was amazing. And then to see the whole transformation of where he goes and what he's done, we couldn't be more proud.
Peyton hopes his story can be a blueprint for success for the next generation of Revolution players.
It means a lot to me, you know, like to have younger kids look up to me, and some kids will come up to me and ask me like, what'd you do to get where you're at? And I kind of just tell them like it takes sacrifice and effort, and you just have to be willing to put in the work. But there's a lot of kids that come up to me, and I always tell them like, don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Like, I was once where you're at, like don't be afraid.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the Heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back in. MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. It's the U17 Academy Division Final. Sporting City against Rochester, New York FC. And early on, inside 10 minutes, a match-changing moment.
Yeah, this is going to be a moment where Owen Campisi is going to feel very hard done here. There's a bit of contact. A red card is a bit harsh. I would have gone for a foul, maybe even a yellow card. But that flips the game completely on its head, Carter.
Looking at denial of a goal-scoring opportunities, what the referees decided, a shot from Jesus Enriquez as Sporting City were trying to make that man advantage pay.
Yeah, like that little back heel there to release Enriquez, and then he gets it out of his feet. Sporting, they're just getting started.
And it went for Allen, and on the edge of the box, Dallas Campbell, who had his fingerprints all over the first half, the captain letting fly.
Yeah, the captain in Dallas Campbell, he was looking to bring his exploits here to the Salt Lake City area and hit the back of the net. And hit the back of the net did Rochester eventually. And this is a very good strike to stay with it. Keep your feet set, find the back of the net. That gets the goal scoring started. That right there is Liam. He is throwing up the heart because he's very happy about how the first half played out for his side.
Well, from the heart of the country, Sporting City got heart-shaped hands from Bryden Liam. His goal on that corner kick, the difference between these two teams at the break. Sporting 1-0 and a half away from being crowned champions of the U17 Academy Division. They've switched sides. Away we go for the second half. MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. It's Rochester, New York FC in the green and white, hoping to come from behind and down a man since inside 10 minutes into this championship final.
Yeah, what I'm looking for Rochester is to be able to stay brave in how they build up the field. We saw it throughout the course of the first half. They weren't shaken by the fact that they went down a man and a goal. They still tried to pass intricately up the field, and it's why, from an energy standpoint, they're still able to withstand a lot of pressure in the first half. Looks like play was stopped there. Enriquez potentially suffered a head injury there when the bodies coming together. Yeah, the two teammates inadvertently running into each other. The reason why the referee stopped the play and the trainer is coming onto the field just to make sure from a potential head injury standpoint the players are okay. That's always going to be a protocol.
Head-to-head collision between two players for Sporting City. And you like the referee taking that cautious approach. Player safety, of course, of the utmost concern.
Of course, I know the players want to get on with it. Energy down there on the pitch to make sure that you start the second half off well. But what is, again, very important is to go through the proper protocol to make sure that the players are okay. The trainer is on the field talking to the two. And now we get to look at the next games coming up.
As the trainer takes a look at the Sporting players following that head-to-head, we'll take a look at the remaining schedule on our MLS YouTube channel. 2026 MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Next up, we stay with the U17s, moving on to the homegrown final, Orlando City Youth SC against Atlanta United. And you see the U19 finals to come later on into the afternoon and evening here at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. This is the first of our 4 finales on this Super Sunday. Match day 8 of the tournament, wrapping up MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Both players able to continue for Sporting. And now Rochester, again, trying to build from the back despite missing a player out on the pitch. To the far side it goes. Challenging was Navas for Sporting. Wolf, that's excellently done. Smuggling it through traffic. And even as he's able to do that, there's so many blue shirts. Rochester forced back to the goalkeeper. Saw that large amount of subs right before halftime. Most of those players have stayed out on the pitch for both teams. Fisher leaving his switch a bit wanting as it floats into the stands along the far side. Along the back line, Lombardi. He'll carry it over the halfway line. Ibarra.
This is good patience here from Sporting. And although they're up a man and up a goal, where they'll find more joy is to be patient in their attack.
A little step over, takes a deflection on the way. Big chance here! It's a calm, cool finish! Sporting City double the lead! Robert Fratman being bundled over by his teammates in celebration on the sideline. Sporting City 2, Rochester, New York 0.
Just talked about the patience for Sporting to be able to move Rochester around side by side. They were a little bit too excited when they went up a man earlier on in the match, and they didn't have the patience to get themselves into clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. But this right here is excellent, just to bump it on to Fragment, and he does the rest here. Fragment did not start the game. He came into it, and he makes his mark. The number 10 finds the back of the net, 2-0 to Sporting as they go up in this match in the 50th minute.
The youngest player on the team. He's playing up an age group here in the final. And he rewards the manager for putting into that position, the number 10. He was so composed when the ball fell to him in the area.
Yeah, he really was there. He benefited by very good wing play. Porter getting up the left-hand side, and then Enriquez bumping it onto him intelligently.
Now Enriquez charging through the heart of the defense. Just the start to the second half that Sporting City would have hoped. A little bit of cushion in their lead. Oop, down goes the referee. She'll have to pop back up because Sporting are in the attack. And over to the far side, the man who made the goal, Porter Allen. Dips across towards the penalty spot. That's cut out well by Allen because Fratman was lurking, looking for a brace.
It's a good ball.
A little unfortunate for Carriola as he sees his touch drift away from him and out of play. I'm not sure if Jesus Enriquez meant to help that on, but he will get the assist on the goal. You highlighted it, Jaleel. Fabulous wide play from Porter Allen. He's been the goal scorer throughout the tournaments, but he set this one up for Sporting just to give them that little added bit of cushion.
Yeah, it does very well to hit a step over or two, get on the wrong side of his man, and then be able to get very good service into the box, into a dangerous area. And he puts it on the turf where there's not much extra that Enriquez and then eventually Fratman have to do with it. Very good wide play.
Back into the game is Halpin for Rochester. There's a man down for Sporting. And he looks like he's in some pain here. We hope it's nothing too serious. You don't want to speculate, but you see where he's grabbing. It's Tomas Navas. And that's a nasty one in the turf. (2-0) to Sporting City, but you see the trainer going through the standard protocol, testing a knee injury.
Kid!
Hoping it's not as serious as perhaps it looks for Tomas Navas.
Concerned there down on the pitch for sure. Training staff will make sure that he's okay. Teammates are huddled around him. You can see a very pensive manager looking on. Of course, from a footballing standpoint, he's poised with how the game is going so far, but anytime any of your players are down on the pitch ailing in pain, you're never a happy camper as far as a manager is concerned. Very happy to see Navas up on his own weight, gingerly favoring that right side. I really like how Rochester has gone about this match so far in its totality, but when you look at Sporting, of course now supporting their fellow teammate who's obviously in pain, they've done a good job to come out in the second half to be more patient. That's what the coaching staff wanted from them, not to just jump at the opportunity anytime you see a numerical advantage, but to move the ball around into more advantageous positions around the field. And as far as a substitute is concerned, it's the man who started the match going to have to come into it. You just hope that Navas is okay.
Love to see that from the Rochester players, that bit of sportsmanship. Of course, the Sporting teammates offering their words of encouragement, their love, and the Rochester players coming over as well, despite being down 2 goals. And at least he was able, with some help, to make his way off the sideline. We're hoping for Tomas Navas it's nothing too serious as he checks out to be replaced by Henry Marion.
Entering the match number 21, Henry Marion Romans.
And Navas is going to head to the locker room. We're back in action. Sporting City on the ball along the near sideline. Call for the foul via free kick to Rochester. Good work from the referee. Getting play stopped. Trainer was out in a hurry. Now Campbell didn't check his shoulder there, didn't check his rearview mirror. Coming back, Fratman. Got the pass away. Enriquez.
It's a good hold-up play there from Fratman. Knows that the challenge is coming in. First touch is clean, and then the technique to bump it on forward. It's very well done. Yeah, he's younger than a lot of players down there on the pitch, but football doesn't know age. It just knows quality or the lack thereof.
If you're good enough, you're old enough, as they say. And up a division here. The U16 man scoring with the U17s. He's got the number 10 shirt as well. Enriquez flicking it on. Only player there is Fisher for Rochester. He gives it away, edge of the area. Allen prodding it in behind for Campbell. Campbell watched it take a touch off a defender. He'll watch it over the line for a corner kick to Sporting City. Porter Allen going to trudge over to the far side corner to deliver. We saw his service fabulous for the first goal. Whips it right in on the goalkeeper. Another dangerous ball in from the corner. Goalkeeper and defender combined to get it cleared. Campbell scoops it up along the near side. Campbell standing it up hopefully towards the back stick, and it's out for a goal kick. See the young Inter Miami side making their way towards Field 2 here at the Zions Bank Stadium complex. Luis Suarez reportedly in attendance here today. As it's been a fabulous week of action. The U13s and U14s getting going on Thursday after the 15s and up have been going since a week ago yesterday. Little 1-2 doesn't come off. Oh, it's blocked by his own teammates. The clearance attempts. Allen is onto it. Allen trying to barge his way through. Rochester doing their best. Can't get it clear. Enriquez. Fratman on the spin! Oh, that is sensational! Striker's instincts inside the area. Robert Fratman on the turn. He doubles his personal tally, and Sporting off and running in the final. 3-0 they lead.
Sporting City goal, number 10, Robert Fratman, his second goal of the match.
Rochester just couldn't quite get it clear, and it was Robert Fratman there to profit.
Yeah, put the kid in the game and good things will happen here. I really like the determination from Porter to just stay with this one. Another assist from Enriquez, but this is a striker's finish. He understands when he pirouettes here towards his right, the goalkeeper is going to shift. Again, this is excellent determination by the winger to keep this play alive here. And then watch Enriquez. He just sniffs it out, bumps it on. But right there, as Fratman knows, he's turning toward his right. The goalkeeper is going to be shifted to his left. And then an excellent finish against the grain. Robert Fratman with his second goal on the afternoon. 3-0 to Sporting in the 60th minute.
A fantastic Fratman finish. A brace for the number 10. And a double of assists for Jesus Enriquez. Well, I was speculating if he didn't know about the first one, he certainly knew what he was doing there to feed it into the feet of Fratman.
Most certainly. Most certainly. And that's more attacking efficiency for Sporting, and that's what they lacked in the first half. They're able to go into the locker room. The coaching staff had the ability to talk through tactics, talk through the mentality, to get them to calm down a little bit more, realize that you have a lot more time than you think, and you don't need to go win the game the first minute after you go up a man. You just have to move the team around side by side and find those opportunities to get clear-cut opportunities in front of goal. Easier said than done. You have to give Rochester a lot of credit for the way that they fought throughout the course of this match, but Sporting has used their quality to find clear-cut opportunities and run away with this match in the second half.
Again, Porter Allen was involved. His dogged determination kept it in that attacking area. It's an hour gone, just half an hour remaining. Rochester up against it. Down a man since inside 10 minutes. And now down 3 goals in this championship match. Offside against Allen. He's got to be careful. Kicking the ball away there. He's on a yellow card. You never know when the referee might show a yellow for perceived time wasting.
Correct. At this point for Sporting, what it is about the details, just making sure that move the ball to the next man when they're open. From a disciplinary standpoint, you aren't doing anything to get yourself into any unnecessary trouble, keeping the energy positive. On the other side of the line for Rochester, it's plays like this to be able to get set pieces in dangerous areas. Can you pull one back, because there's so much time to play in just the 62nd minute here.
So free kick now for the green and white of Rochester, New York FC. Coach was saying this is a brand new group that is playing together this year. Has been pleasantly surprised in their performance throughout the season. It's Jacob Fisher over the dead ball. Gets the cross into a danger area. On the end of it was Carriola. That's a big chance for Rochester. Looking for a lifeline. They nearly found one from that dead ball scenario.
Yeah, this is a very good clipped ball in. It ultimately lands into a bit of an awkward area as far as a finish is concerned, because do you go for the head? Do you go for that knee or try to get a volley in there? But in the end of the day, set pieces is how Rochester, I'd like to think, will be able to get themselves back into this match.
Yeah, I beg your pardon. It wasn't Carriola. It was Chase Paddock. You mentioned just at an awkward height for him. Dropping over the defenders. It's now Allen. Tries to keep his goal-scoring exploits going. He'll be desperate to get one in the match so he can say he scored in all 5 of the rounds here at MLS Next Cup.
He's the type of winger that I describe as one that plays downhill, meaning when he gets the ball, he carries his momentum. He's aggressive in his 1v1 exploits. He's going to make up his mind if he's going to push it down the line or if he's going to cut in, have a strike like we just saw there. I really like the way that he goes about trying to dismantle a defense, because whenever you have a decisive winger, it puts fear into the eyes of a back line, and that's what we've seen throughout the course of this tournament.
Well, his ears are burning here as he intercepts, little step over, trying to invite the attacker down the left, just drifting over the line away from Fratman. Porter Allen committed to Creighton, says his coach. Looks like the Blue Jays are getting a good one.
Absolutely, and Creighton University, a program that has produced pros. It's produced deep runs into the NCAA tournament over decades. A lot of solid players, a lot of solid coaching eras that have come through that program. And Porter Allen is going to go into an excellent program, grow as an individual, and grow as a player as well.
Of course, you know a sporting connection with Creighton. Jalil Anibaba, former SKC man, would have played with Seth Sinovic, Creighton Blue Jay legend.
Absolutely. Seth had a fantastic career, mainly with Sporting Kansas City, finishing the later years of his career with the New England Revolution as well. When you talk about an MLS Cup winner, a champion, a full-fledged pro, and a great guy, you're talking about Seth Sinovic. It looks like we have another physical problem here down on the pitch. Hopefully he's okay, but I think in the end, he will be. Maybe just the wind knocked out of his sails.
Trying to catch his breath. Down on the turf. I think that's Noah Morano. What an important challenge this was. As he was the last man back, Fratman was hungry to complete his hat trick.
Yeah, Morano just stepping in there, knowing that it's not going to be the safest of challenges, and he might have caught a knock or so, but the bravery there is one that you have to give a lot of respect for, because, yeah, Fratman on a hat trick, he's looking for that third. He's hungry, he's bright, he's exuberant. You can even see here on his initial press, turns the ball over, allows Enriquez to charge forward.
Enriquez just slowing things down here for Sporting City. He's looking for a hat trick of assists now, the number 9. As he'll roll it into the feet of Ibarra, and now it's Lombardi to the far side. Cruz gets it forward. Allen.
It's a good ball.
Beautiful ball, splitting the lines. Turning away towards the end line. That was clever from Nunez. It's going to fall to Porter Allen. Gets past one. Gets past the second. Porter Allen, it's a deflection! Nobody can stop Porter Allen. That's MLS Next Cup. 9th goal of the tournament. He scored in all 5, and surely Sporting City are on their way to lifting the trophy. It's 4-0 over Rochester. A bow well earned by Porter Allen.
Left side of your screen here, Porter Allen will appear. Get on the end of this ball. We talked about him playing downhill. That's exactly what I mean there. He does not hesitate. He goes with momentum and displaces the defense here. When you have an attacker that is just going to shift the ball from side to side, he's not going to wait for you. He is going to push the issue. I really like this young kid here. He has a bright future at Creighton University. He's absolutely run away with a goal-scoring title here in this tournament, and he adds to a 4th. 4-0 to Sporting in the 67th minute.
They certainly have made that man advantage pay in this second half. Subs going to check in for both teams. As Porter Allen has been flying here in Utah this past week. A poker, 4 goals a week ago to open up the tournament. A brace in their 2-0 over Players Development Academy in the semifinals. And a goal each in the other 3 games that Sporting City have taken to the pitch here at MLS Next Cup. From the restart, big diagonal to the far side for Wolf. It'll be a throw-in for Rochester. Well, speaking of that Sporting connection, of course, Sporting City in that Academy umbrella for Sporting Kansas City. Many of these players were at the SKC Academy. Coach saying for one reason or the other, didn't work out for a handful of them. But he feels that they developed so well this year, and he said many of these players for this Sporting City U17 side came into the tournament with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, and it clearly proved that. They've done a very good job to get themselves into the final. It's a long road, Carter. This tournament is full of 90-minute matches in quick succession. Some players have their family with them, some don't. You have a multitude of situations here. There's a lot that these players are sacrificing. Some are missing graduations. That's a good strike.
A little laser.
Good hold there from Drake. And to even get to the finals is a massive accomplishment in this long road of the tournament and of the season. When you talk about Sporting and players going in and out of the Sporting Kansas City Academy, it epitomizes the ecosystem that allows our youth to be able to be met with where they are as far as their development is concerned, with opportunities. And for me, I really like that if you're in an academy throughout the somewhat majority of your youth exploits and you go straight into the pros, okay, great. If you go into a college system or you just stop playing football or you go into a non-MLS academy and do something of the same, it's all good. What I really love is that there's so many more pathways, and when I was coming through and to be able to navigate this football landscape, it makes you a better individual, and that's what's the most important thing.
Rochester trying to take the free kick quickly, and that is a bit unfortunate. Brock Stephanie getting a whistle in his ear. It'll still be ringing in the right ear of Brock Stephanie. A little bit of injury to insults as he wasn't allowed to take the free kick quickly as he hoped. Now he tries to unplug that right ear. Not sure he'll be able to hear the whistle when it's blown. He's okay to continue. Crowd on the edge of the 18, curling ball in towards the penalty spot. That's a good ball in, well defended. There's Liam back to defend for Sporting. He's going to be onto this, flicking the header outside the area. Enriquez continues it on.
Oh, that's good technique.
Nicely done from Carriola. Smashes his shot into a teammate. We speak about those pathways. Of course, this is a new pathway opening up this year. The Academy Division. It's the first time we've seen the Academy Division here at MLS NEXT Cup. Around 230 clubs across the country in the Academy Division. And an opportunity for these young players to showcase their talents against teams across the region and then able to book their ticket through to the national championship.
Ooh.
Cleverly disguised chip over the top. Oh, it's a sumptuous chip over the top. That is magnificent from Dallas Campbell and Bryden Liam there to finish it off. It's a brace for Bryden Liam. It's a 5-star performance for Sporting City. 5-0 in this final.
Yeah, this is one of the best assists we've seen in this tournament here. Just take a look at the left side of your screen here. The captain just dinks this over the top. That is an excellent, that is just so good here. Excellent assist here. Just dinks it over the top where the whole world thinks he's going for power there. Liam gets his second goal on the afternoon here. He has a brace, as does the youngster in Fratman. Very well done there. The number 9 and Enriquez has 2 assists as well, but Bryden Liam got the scoring off. Started early on in the match, and then he doubles up his luck. 5-0 in the 73rd to Sporting.
All smiles for Bryden Liam. All smiles for Sporting City. And you said it, that's one of the passes of the tournament. Dallas Campbell, he looks up for the match from the very first kick. Fooled everybody with that little shot fake into the chip in behind.
Yeah, excellent deception in the pass. That's good technique there. And those are demoralizing passes. They just deflate a defense because as soon as it goes over the top, you know that it's trouble.
Rochester still working to try and find something. More substitutes have entered the fray. Avery Ewell is back on. He's the man that was trying to find room for the shot on the edge of the box. Instead, he'll get it in for the throw. Morano. Decent idea, but in the way was Natsvalazzi. Enrique is going to send Marion off and running down the left-hand side. Enriquez, great vision. He spots Lara by himself. It was Lara who was the man in behind in those opening 10 minutes. Here he is on the ball. Lara waiting for the overlap. Campbell stings the palms at the near post. Still alive. Popped back into the area. Porter Allen gets to the byline, cutting it across. Liam on a hat trick, denied. Liam on the turn, denied again. Sporting City want more. Allen.
Oh.
An incredible sombrero. A flick up over the defender. Down he goes. Referee points to a goal kick. Porter Allen in his bag at MLS Next Cup.
Yes, Porter Allen here. Getting the ball bumped onto him, and then he just sized up the defense. We talked about how he normally uses his momentum, but he goes, yeah, with the little clip over the head, the little rainbow. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those. Excellent there.
Enrique's picking it up. He's looking for a third assist. He finds Campbell. Shot smothered off his shoes.
Dallas Campbell wants to join the party. Gets that beautiful assist for the 5th goal, but he wants one himself.
Confidence flowing through the veins of everybody in the Sporting shirt at the moment. Into the final quarter hour. A 5-goal advantage for Sporting City. Rochester held on for about half an hour after they saw Owen Campisi sent off. And of course, they'll just be wondering what might have been had they been able to stay with all 11 on the pitch in this final. Really was a match-changing moment early on here this morning. Lovely bit of distribution from Bennett McClure. Hasn't really been involved. Now the tackle from Liam is going to be called as a foul. Free kick for Rochester. Campbell still full of running. Late on into the match, he bursts through the heart of the pitch. Tried to feed it in behind for Liam. Important bit of defending. Allen able to block it away. Stephanie, his ears aren't still ringing. Got good vision to find Ewell on the near. Can't dance his way around the defender. Cooper Thomas having none of that. And now Sporting City able to knock it around, play with a bit of joy. They can taste a title. $15 wins, just 2 losses in the regular season record. They went undefeated at MLS Next Fest in Arizona in December. Their Kansas Regional, they won 6 out of 6 games. The MLS Next Cup qualifier. They were flying on fine form heading into the tournament, and they've kept it up. The goals have been pouring in for Sporting City in these 5 games. Just the 19 goals in 5 games. That's it.
How about that for offensive exploits? And Porter Allen with 9 of those. And, you know, you always want to be extremely confident going into the end of the year. And what I really like is that there's a lot to play for in these tournaments. And you typically see the cream rise to the crop. Rochester did a very good job, in my opinion, to fight an uphill battle when they go down a man early in the match. For just joining us, Owen Campisi goes out of the match early, suffers a red card, does Rochester. The first half, they made it very difficult for Sporting to find any joy. In fact, they looked the better team for the majority of that first half, and then Sporting did an excellent job to just settle the game out. They're a little bit impatient in the first half. They corrected that in the second, and they were rewarded for their patience.
Lara eyes up, teases across in. It was begging for the header at the back post, and Liam is frustrated with himself as he can't complete his hat trick. That was such a fabulous ball in from Angel Lara. They're not resting on their laurels with this 5-goal lead. They want to score their 20th of the tournament. Thomas. And Lara's got acres of space. Well, those acres were closed rather quickly. You're doing well, backtracking defensively. As you'd expect, some tired minds and legs starting to show for the 10 men of Rochester. Stephanie steps on the ball. He thought he was fouled. Instead, it's with Allen. He finds Enriquez. Enriquez back for Allen. Allen looking for Liam. We won't arrive. Now Allen picks up the loose ball, and he's got some space to find Marion. Marion, bit of an aimless cross, but it falls kindly, edge of the box. Now Enriquez has it blocked. Liam onto it. Ewell, Stephanie, good hold-up play. Just not many options for the 10 men of the green and white. Reminder to stay after the match, as we will be bringing you the trophy ceremony live from Zions Bank Stadium. Got a bit of an inkling as to who will be the top scorer of the tournament. That trophy and award will be presented, and the same man might be taking home the MVP award as well. Campbell.
Very good defending there.
Over the shoulder from Hawley. Campbell was trying to flex his passing range. Kovac getting it back. 1-2. Campbell backtracking. Another takeaway for Dallas Campbell to wrestle back possession. And Lara puts it into touch, which will allow for Juan Garduno to check into the match. He's taking his shin pads off, Jesus Enriquez. He feels it's a job done here for Sporting City, and he certainly was a big factor in their 5-goal lead. Enriquez, 2 assists in this second half.
Yeah, Jesus Enriquez was excellent, especially in the second half, but he was good in the first half as well, creating the opportunities that they had in the first, and then 2 assists in the second. This young man has a bright future here. Technical player that understands how to dismantle a defense. He's willing to do the dirty work on the defensive end as well. Track his career, because I'm very interested to see what he does a few years out from today.
Ewell trying to get beyond Thomas. Thomas showing that turn of pace to keep up. Ewell turning back and turns it over. Footsteps behind Allen. He does manage to escape, finding Lara. And now Campbell settling it back along the back line with Natsvalazi. Allen. What we know about his goal-scoring exploits. How about that? Wonderfully floated towards an ear. Lara. Newcomer into the match, Garduno. Back it goes to Lara. Those two combining. Garduno trying to get him behind. Ewell shielding it away.
I like that there from Drake. Good composure.
Good feet there. Kovac. They've done well in tight spaces, combining passes, but just don't have many options once they get past 1 or 2 passes to try and move into the attack. Stephanie running out of room along the near side.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating afternoon for Stephanie. He's done everything that he can to try to stay as that metronome in the middle of the park there, move the ball side to side. He's been logging a lot of minutes on those legs there.
In behind, flag stays down. Goalkeeper standing tall, saved by Wolfgang Drake.
Yeah, Marion looking to join the party to make it 6. Drake says, nope, I'm going to make the save there. That's a good save there from Drake. He stands tall and brave because that was point-blank range.
Henry Marion trying to get into this goal-scoring festival for Sporting City. Into the final 5 minutes of normal time. Porter Allen going to take it short. Checking to is Marion. Marion's cross in. And difficult there as he was backtracking towards the halfway line. Bykowski trying to flick the header back on goal. Quickly in from the throw for Sporting. Stepping to Kovac, gets the tackle away, but it's intercepted. And back comes Marion. Plenty of green space for Lauda. She curls one towards the penalty spot. In the way was Allen. Well, it's 1-0 at halftime, but that second goal early on into the second half really saw Sporting deflate Rochester, and they were well on their way. Marion with Campbell in support. That's Velazzi. Marion continuing on his run. Left inside channel. Can't find the back pass. Rochester trying to push out. Oliver Hook. And that's Jaden Allen, the center back, who continued his run forward down the right-hand side. Stabbed away, the last man back for Sporting. Looks like it'll be a throw-in, and they might try and lump this one long into the area. Chase Kempa. Going to pick it up for Rochester. Can they find a consolation goal late on here? Toss back to Kovac. Brennan McClure hasn't had much to do, the goalkeeper for Sporting City. He's barking orders now for the back line to step. Hawley to the far side. Back in for Kovac. That was left a bit short. Thomas. Little push and run around the defender. Thomas, he's got a man over in the middle. He's looking for him. Thomas finding the pass for Liam. He slides in. Looking for that hat trick. Smothered well by Wolfgang Drake.
Yeah, it's brave goalkeeping from Drake.
Still Sporting search for a 6th. Thomas well advanced. His cross headed away by Allen. Well read by Natsvalazzi. Lauda chips it through defenders. Campbell looking for the run of Liam.
It's a very good run up the right-hand side. Then just peeking over the shoulder. That right there is the awareness and the clean picture there. Yeah, Liam looking to get his hat trick. Drake comes forward there. Does a very good job to be brave in his exploits to make sure that he's first to it. Knows that his body will probably be collateral damage there, but like what I've seen from Drake, it's been a tough road for him here in the finals. He and his side again, have to play many, many minutes. A man down, you can see the frustration on his face because his team has done a very good job to get into the finals, and this is not the Sunday that they would have hoped for.
Yeah, up against it from about the 9th minute or so when that red card was shown to Owen Campisi. 80 minutes they had to play down a man. Liam backs into the defender on the deck. He's able to keep it alive. Liam over towards Lotta. Lotta will side foot at top of the box, and that's an exclamation point for Sporting City. Juan Garduno all smiles as he finds the 6th. Into stoppage time we go. Sporting City, soon to be champions of the U17 Academy Division. It's 6-0 in the final. And the full-time whistle actually did ring out. There's no stoppage time. The last kick of the match is a goal for Juan Garduno. An early red card put Rochester up against it in the final here today, but Sporting City take full advantage. 5 goals in the second half to race away with this one. Sporting City are champions at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. Sporting City over Rochester, New York FC. U17 Academy Division champions, as we'll take a look at the man of the match presented by Adidas.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be Liam here because he gets the goal scoring starting in the first half. And that is the crucial goal because it was deadlocked until then, and then he runs away with things in the second half. A brace, man of the match in the 38th and the 73rd, 6-0 to his side, and that is an exclamation mark on a prolific tournament for this young man and Sporting City.
His first is all they needed in the end as he sent Sporting 1-0 up into the break. A dominant second half performance for the boys in blue as they make that man advantage pay, and they will celebrate as champions of the U17 Academy Division. 6-0 the final here at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. Stick with us as we'll have the trophy presentation, the awards to come. Sporting City are champions.
And the U13 Premier Final at 11:30 a.m. That's down below.
MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate, the U17 Academy Division Final. Sporting City against Rochester, New York FC, and inside 10 minutes, a match-changing moment.
Yeah, ball over the top there. Lara's first to it as far as positioning is concerned. Red card there to Campisi. Harsh, in my opinion, but it changes the complete tides of this game here. And you have Liam. He gets the goal scoring, started in the first half, and it wasn't easy for Sporting because Rochester did an excellent job to get numbers behind the ball, but that moment right there is what everybody that follows Sporting City loves the most.
Rochester held on for half hour before Bryden Liam put Sporting in front, but then into the second half, it was Porter Allen in his bag, and Sporting doubled the lead early on.
Yeah, does very well to get down toward the end line there, and then Enriquez, the number 9, bumps it on. Man, that number 10, that's a young kid, but he's very happy to get himself on the score sheet. Fratman, we're going to continue talking about him because he's got some swag, and we're going to continue to see it. The high press is something that Sporting was being able to rely on throughout the course of this match. And here again, the determination to keep this going. The number 10 in the middle of your screen keeps his feet set, hits a little pirouette. That's a goal scorer's finish because he understands the weight of the goalkeeper is shifting to his right. He makes him shift back to his left and can't get back quick enough. That is excellent stuff from the youngster in Fratman.
Fabulous Fratman finish on the spin at the double. Sporting City were rolling in the second half.
Yeah, their patience is what allowed them to find more joy in the second half. They rely on it here. Again, how many times is it going to be said, Porter Allen, this kid can ball, and he finds himself on the score sheet for the 9th time in this tournament, Carter.
Scored in all 5 games en route to the championship. A bow well earned by Porter Allen, as he was absolutely sensational at MLS Next Cup, but they weren't done just yet. They had their 4th. Soon thereafter, they had their 5th.
Yeah, when you talk about sensation, that ball over the top from the captain is completely filthy. Dallas Campbell puts Liam into a situation where he gets his brace second on the afternoon, and Liam is not done. He wants to continue to help his team to grow this margin further and further. The exclamation point here to seal the deal and take the trophy back to the Midwest.
An exclamation point on a championship performance. Juan Garduno with the final kick of the final. He guides it into the corner. 6-0 Sporting City defeat Rochester, New York FC. U17 Academy Division champions at MLS Next Cup. Welcome back in as we're getting ready for the trophy and awards ceremony following the U17 Academy Division final here at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Let's join Luis Robles.
U17 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. What we'll do now is present our individual award winners. From there, we'll move on to the medals. But before, let's give a round of applause to all the parents who made the trip to be a part of this experience. The first individual award goes to the top scorer for the U17 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. And with 9 goals from Sporting City, we have our guy, Porter Allen. Let's give it up one more time for Porter Allen. And our next award for the U17 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate, we have the most outstanding defensive player from Sporting City, Cooper Thomas. One more time for Cooper Thomas. Congratulations. And our final individual award, the MVP presented by Adidas for the U17 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. He's done the double from Sporting City, Porter Allen. One more time for Porter Allen. When we look back at the 25-26 season, there's going to be incredible memories, but something that we're so excited about for years to come is what we've been able to launch at MLS Next and Major League Soccer with the Academy Division. A special thank you for Rochester, New York for being a part of it, and Sporting City for the first time joining MLS Next. Big round of applause for all of you. Thank you. We are so grateful at MLS for your participation. And now we want to offer a special recognition to our officiating crew. They've had a great event. They had a great final. Thank you very much for being here. Let's give it up for the officials for today's final. And one more time, big round of applause for the officials. Congratulations, Rochester. It was a great event. It was a great run. We wish you all the very best. Have a great summer. Thank you so much for being a part of the event. I want to present U17 Academy Division runner-up at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate, Rochester, New York FC. And one more time, big round of applause for Rochester, New York FC. And without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce in our inaugural U17 Academy Division champions from Sporting City, come and get your medals. Congratulations.
Hey, boys, get loud.
Congratulations to Sporting City, U17 Academy Division champions at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. For our fabulous crew, for Jalil, Anibaba, and Carter Augustine, thank you for watching. We, of course, invite you to stay with us. We've got 3 more finals to come on this Super Sunday, but for now, it's congratulations to Sporting City, champions of the U17 Academy Division. This copyrighted broadcast of the 2026 MLS Next Cup may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Player Development, LLC.